Hey everybody, this is my first video on this channel, other than my other channel, theraveark. In this one I'm going to talk about something that I feel pretty strongly about, and that is marijuana legalization. I live in Iowa, a state where marijuana isn't even illegal for medical usage or for anything. You just straight up can't have it. Don't fuck around with it. You get in trouble, big trouble. Well, in 2012, Iowa, I don't know what we want to call them, the Iowa government, I guess we'll call it, is going to go into hearing, and supposedly, as it stands right now, there are enough voters for the legalization of medical marijuana in Iowa than people who are against it. So if they were to go into session right now, it would become legal for medical use. Now this is where I come in. There's a lot of people who say that that is ridiculous. There's a lot of people who say that that's, awesome. And I agree with both sides. I don't think that it's necessarily going to be a benefit if it's legalized, because people for some reason still think that, once it's legalized I can still buy it from dealers. And no. It's not the same thing. That will still be illegal. If you are caught selling marijuana, that you will go to jail. And first of all, if it's for medical use, you can only get it if you have a certain severe medical condition like bipolar disorder, which conveniently I have. But then again, I'm not a big weed smoker, but bipolar disorder or ulcers or chronic back pain or cancer, stuff like that is what you get it for. You're not going to get it for your everyday headache. So get over that. And then people also seem to think if it becomes completely legal, like I said, you can buy it from dealers, which you can't. You actually have to go into smoke shops, and just like these, buy a pack of cigarettes. You'd go in and buy weed cigarettes. Actually, Marlboro makes a type of marijuana cigarette called Marlboro Blend 420. So either way you look at it, I think from a medical standpoint, it is a really good idea, because the smoke that comes off marijuana isn't as bad on your lungs as, say, like cigarettes or anything else, and it's known to help not really cure, but ease the pain of something that is like a chronic symptom, like back pain, stomach pain, etc. It is also known to relieve a lot of symptoms for bipolar people, not necessarily schizophrenic people, but it helps out pretty well with bipolar people. It makes them really level. I think it would be a good step there. I also think last year, I believe, I was watching G4 TV. Hold on a second. G4 TV, they said with recorded node sales of marijuana in the last 2 years, it's not legalized, they could have brought our nation out of the deficit we were in. And it was a government official who said that. So if they made marijuana legal, we could be out of debt, as the number showed at that time, in 2 years. That's crazy. And if you think about it, yeah, it's marijuana, yeah, it makes you kind of loopy, but you can still function. And it's proven to be better for you than cigarettes, which are known to cause cancer but are still legal, and alcohol, which is known to erode your liver and destroy your liver. And it's still allowed to be illegal, but marijuana isn't, and the only thing that it does is mild harm to your lungs and brain with extreme prolonged usage. So I think it should definitely be legal, but I also see where if it is legal, it is something that should be harshly regulated, such as, if you're caught with marijuana and it's not prescribed to you, and you're selling it, then it should become an immediate federal crime, which I don't know if it is here in Iowa, immediate federal crime if you're busted with marijuana. I know it's a pretty big deal, but I think you just get put on probation for a while. And, I have to crap load of fines and stuff, and maybe some jail time. But I think it should become like a federal crime, you know. It should be harshly regulated, but they should also not jack up the tax like they've done on cigarettes, for instance. That's why when you watch me light the cigarette, you're probably thinking, oh, that was a joint, but if you look, you can see the rig of where it's a cigarette. I've taken to making my own cigarettes because the tax here in Iowa for a pack of my favorite cigarettes, Camel Crush, is $6.43. $6.43 for a pack. One pack of cigarettes. So I've taken to roll my own, which is $10 for a bag of tobacco and $3 for a bag of filters, or a box of filters, and it's equivalent to like 2 cartons of cigarettes, and that's $15 max. And I smoke about a pack a day, so 3 of these. It's just way more efficient to go with 2 cartons of cigarettes for that price. But like I said, I see where people think it's bad, and I see where people think it's good. Personally, I'm for it. I'm all for it. I also believe it has some holy benefit, you know, because when you're high, it brings you to a different state of mind, you know, a higher state of mind where you think of the most interesting things. Songwriters use it when they're writing songs and stuff like that to help them think better and think of better lines and business ideas even, or whatever else, you know. I also think it holds some of those properties, so I'm definitely for its legalization. Alright, this video ran a little bit longer than I wanted for my first video, but, you know, with these videos right here, I'm not really going to edit them as much, because I'm just going to straight talk, you know, exactly what I feel. If you don't like it, too bad. Don't watch. But, this is the Rave Arc. Deuces.